Right. Last day we were discussing about the basic tags, as I can remember, and I asked you to find out the attributes. Right. I asked you to find out the attributes related to this. So we discuss about the attributes, right? Yes or no? Senali, Linoja, we discuss about the attributes, right? Last day. Okay, so basically we discuss about the attributes and then I ask you to find out details about the attributes actually. So let me summarize the things that we learned. So since some of you are like silent and you are not responding, let me summarize the things we learned here. So first of all, we learned the basic structure of HTML. This is our task 1. We learn about the basic structure about HTML. So then we learn about the basic tags. Right? These tags are actually creating elements. Tags are creating elements. So these tags can be embedded or can be written inside the body element. So these tags are forming elements. So you can see element has opening tag. This is called opening tag. This is content and this is closing tag. So an element has opening tag, content and closing tag. Right? Then, so together that is called an element. Some elements are not having opening, closing tags. So those are called empty elements. Some elements are not having opening or closing tags, so that those are called empty elements. So these empty elements are not having opening tags and closing tags pair. So instead of that, the closing happens within the opening tag. The closing happens within the opening tag. So we call that self-closing. Since it is the opening and closing happen inside, so within the same element, we call that self-closing. Right, self-closing. So you can see this. So these are self-closing elements. We learn BR, HR, IMG. These are self-closing. These elements are self-closing. So it's not having any closing element. And also it's not having any content. Please remember this carefully. So basic tags will have a closing tag. Any basic tag will have a closing tag. So we learn about the text formatting tags. So these are the text formatting tags that we have learned. And then we learned that, so this HTML is white space insensitive language. That means even though we keep space, right? Even though we keep space, HTML will recognize only one space. So let's say we are going to put multiple spaces. Okay, let me. So this is what we have learned. Okay, let's say here in this paragraph, this is the last paragraph. Please refer to this last paragraph that I'm mentioning in the line number 52. 52. You can see hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? So I have written this in 3 lines. And there are some spaces. You can see there are some spaces also. Let me save this and let me open the file. The file name is abc.html. So which is inside the desktop. This is the file. Let me open and you can see the last paragraph. Hello, how are you? Hello, how are you? So I have saved the file locally, but I advise you how to do this in your hosting account as well. So if you are doing this in your hosting account, you have to first log into the hosting account you have created. This is the hosting account 000webhost.com, which is the hosting account. And then, so what is the next step? The next step is you have to sign in as you have created the account. You have to sign in. When you sign in, please select login with Google and then select your email address. Okay, after selecting the email address, it will sign into the members area. In the members area, you can see the running website. You can go to the manage website part. Click on manage website. Linoja, I hope you found the video, right? And also Senali was also asking the video. I have already uploaded that. I hope you found that. Right? If not, please let me know. Then I'll anyway search it and give it to you. So all the videos uploaded to all the videos up to today are uploaded. So you can just watch this again and again and refer to those. Right, okay, after logging into the members area, after selecting your website, manage website, then you have to go to the file manager, which is here. In this file manager, you have to select upload files. Then it will be loaded in this file management interface. Then you can see the files. And here you have to go to the public HTML, and then so you have to keep editing the file or keep adding files. So this is another way. So let me check whether we have FTP accounts in our dashboard. Tools, do we have FTP? Settings. No. Websites. Asking me to use settings, general FTP details. Manage website settings, general FTP details. Manage website settings. Can I see the settings? Account settings. I think under that. Website settings, general. Right, you can see the FTP settings, right? Settings, FTP settings. So let's say you can do another thing that I already explained you FTP software. FTP is file transfer protocol. So what you can do is you can use that also. So let me search FTP. If I have FTP software, FileZilla is FTP software. So, okay, here FileZilla. Let me open FileZilla. This is another way of editing your website. Why I'm doing these practical things, Pute? These are very important. This is what you have to do in the industry level, in the job level, work level. But so when something is asked in the examination, if you can remember the things that you have learned here, so it will be really useful. Let me use my FTP username, FTP here, host name, and then the username is okay, I'm going to paste it. Username is stress tag, and password is, as I remember, and the port is 21 if I'm correct. Okay, it's not connecting, seems. Hmm. Okay, if you enter these details correctly, so I cannot remember the password exactly, but if you give this correctly, so then you can see the website folders here. Then what you can do is you can drag from your local folders to the website folders. So that will be easy. You can just drag from the website. So here you have your local folder, your computer. Here it will load your website folders. So then you can simply click and drag it from here to here. So that is another way of editing the file rather than just log in this online account. But that is another thing. So as I cannot remember the password, let me change the password. Say change the password and see. Yes, it's updated. Let's try it now. Okay, files.000 web. Did I type two things? Seems files.000 web host.com. All right. Okay, now it's initiating and click OK. And here you can see the website folders, right? Here you can see. So I think now you got the idea about FTP, right? FTP is helping us weave our server folder. So when we can view the server folder, it's very simple. So here our local folders are there. In my desktop, I have a folder called web. You saw that. In the web folder, there is a folder called www. Inside the www.apc.html, I can just click and drag it here. So it's going to the server. Now it's in the server. So what I can do is I can just go to the server, and so then let me refresh the page, and you can see here ABCD HTML is now in the server. So how easy that is, ne? Did you understand what I have done? Please talk, guys. Situ, Netuli.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Senali. Lenoja, I hope you can understand. So what I have done, I have created this file locally. Locally, can mammage computer ke hadua. I just created here. You can see users Dasun Nilanjana desktop. I saved this file in my computer. Then what I have done, I use privileges. I use the account settings in my FTP site, which was in the website setting, general settings. You can see the FTP details. Then I use a software called FileZilla. FileZilla is a FTP client. FTP client means you can connect this to connect using this to the FTP server, so which is in your hosting account. So that is easy. Then you can drag and drop it here. So once you drag and drop it here, it will be there in your server. Then anyone viewing your website can access that using this URL here. It is a reason is just using this. Okay, I can see that text formatting text. I have renamed that. So that is basically I have added this externally. So that's why it's giving that. So I have to edit the code after that. So otherwise it will not trust my site. So let's edit it. Okay, done, and just close it one time, and let me try to access that abc.html now. abc.html. Oh, still Okay, let me try by removing this index, or just let's rename the, right click, and I'm going to rename this. Just rename the current index as one index, and this one I'm going to rename again as index. These are some settings actually coming automatically from the sites for the security purpose, because otherwise some person can directly upload a virus or something. For the protection purpose, they are having these strategies. And let me try to load it now, and you can see it's no issues, or it's listed in there. So this is the one here. How are you? So hello, how are you? This is what we have added last in this. So you can see that in the stressstack.000web app.com, and also in my local directory users Dasun Nilanjana desktop, and this is hosted. Make a host kalla tiye. This is our local folder. Okay, so I really invite Pute now at least get the motivation now. Mandarna samarunte motivation එක හදාගන්න අමාරුයි. Maybe due to technical issues, you don't like to involve in this technology, but එහෙම බෑ. IT එක technology යන්නම ඕන. ඔයගොල්ලෝ හිත හදාගන්න ඕන කොහොම හරි මේකට. You need to practice this. You need to practice real-time editing using this web server. You have to practice this FTP things and all. මොකද exam එකේ ඕවා අහනකොට අනිත් මිනිස්සු මතක් කර ලියන්න. මම දන්නවනේ අනිත් ළමයි what others do. They remember, recall the things they have by-hearted, recall the thing which was there in the book and write. But if you can write this using the experience, Pute, you don't want to worry much about your examination. You will get and you will write according to the point. While hari point එකටම ලියනවා. What is FTP කියලා අපිට ඔයාලා ලියනවා. So FTP is used to share files. So FTP is working according to the client server architecture. You saw that, man. Example, FileZilla. So FileZilla client can be used to upload to the FileZilla server. So it is so it's giving permission to share files. So no need to use website. Without using website, you can just use the use the server interface and the local client interface and share the files. So anyone who know FTP will definitely give you the full marks for writing that, because you have experience and doing web hosting. So somebody is asking, okay, write about web hosting. What is web hosting? Web hosting is storing the file in the internet. So to do that, you have to create a hosting account, and that is a specific space in the server, web server. Then you have to upload your file and content to the web server, that server folder. After that, you have to assign either a subdomain or domain name to access that URL. So URL means this full link, right? To access, to find out, you have to assign a domain name or subdomain name. After that, you can access your content using the URL. Your site is hosted. Once hosted in the internet, anyone can access from the world. Anyone in the world can access that site. So likewise, when you're doing these things, really, you will expose to the technology. Get exposed. So that is what needed. Okay. So what was discussing? We were discussing HTML as wide space insensitive language. Wide space insensitive means even we have given hello space, how are you in 3 lines, you can see it in single line. That is the insensitivity. So due to that, there is a way of introducing white spaces. One is BR. BR is moving to the next line. Then an NBSP entity, which will indicate space manually using an entity. Block quote, it's quoted text given a tab to show a quoted. Pre, so pre-tag, we have used that. Pre-tag, why pre-tag? When you mention something inside the pre-tag, it will display as it is, pre-formatted text. Tiyana vidiyatama display here, pre-formatted TEXT. So you can see it's displayed same way here, pre-formatted TEXT, same way. So that is pre-tag, which you can use to display the things with the white spaces. And another thing is these alignments, these things are automatically adding line spaces, lines, alignments, sections. So these can also be used to do that. Other than that, if you keep spaces manually by entering, doing things, but it won't be accepted. Other than whether, like, if it is inside the pre-tag, it will be accepted, otherwise. Okay, finally, we learn about, after learning about this empty elements, after learning about elements, element has opening tag, content, and the closing tag, but empty element will only have the opening tag. It is self-closing. It is self-closing. We learn about that, and then we learn about the attributes last day. Under the attributes, we were discussing about how to explain tags using this. Attribute is a name and value pair. You can see font color red, size 6, face area. Here also I have used that, right? Font color red, face area, size 7. 7 is the largest font size and 1 is the smallest font size. And you can see this in the website. If you access, you can access my website using this URL. I'll be sending that again. So you can click that and access. If you want to view the code, right, you can click and access this website. If you want to view the code, right click and go to view page source. Right click, view page source, then you can view the entire code. This code at last is added automatically by the web server, right? Because they are just about this, they are forcing, because we are having free space. This is forcefully added to your website. This is not added by us, but will be added by the hosting provider. Some hosting providers are not adding that. You can see the code, how, again, I'm showing. So go to the link that I have provided. I'm resending the link. That is the website that I have posted. Right click anywhere, and then go to view page source, and you can view the web page code. So this can be done for any website. So it is not hidden, right? This can be done for any website. You can view the code of any website by this. Okay, that's it. And I think now it's clear. We have discussed about the attributes also. Multiple attributes can be added into a single tag, but only to the opening tag, not to the closing tag, only to the opening tag. So you have to separate each attribute using space. One space is enough to separate each attribute pair. Direction up is one attribute, width 400 another attribute, height 300 another attribute, behavior alternate another attribute. So 4 attribute with the 4 values. So let's move to the next step. So here we are going to discuss about the HTML colors. There is a theory. First of all, let me explain the theory related to the HTML colors. So this is not just for the HTML colors. For string colors also the same theory applied. For string colors also the same theory applied, and for the printer colors same theory applied. So what are these string colors? String colors basically combination of 3 basic colors. So that is red, green, and those are the 3 basic colors combined to create the string colors. Red, green, and blue are used to combine and create the string colors. Those are called primitive colors, primitive string colors. Similar to that, in the printers, the primitive colors are C, M, Y, and K. Cyan, magenta, yellow, key. Key means black, right? Black means, another way of naming that is key. Key color means black. C, M, Y, K. Why there is a separate key ink, why there is a separate black ink in your printer? Because if you want to create black, theoretically you have to combine all the colors. Yellow color, cyan color, magenta color, black color. That is overhead. That will use a lot of ink. Therefore, there is a separate black color ink in your printer. That's the reason why you have a black color ink. But you don't have white color ink. The reason is the paper is white. The paper color is white. Therefore, white is not included in the printer. Unless if you are printing in the black color printer. For the black color printers, there are different printers providing white color ink. So that is a different special case. Okay, how these colors are created? Each color has 8 bits. Each color has 8 bits. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Bit means binary digit. The minimum is 0, maximum is 1. So minimum will be 8 zeros. The maximum will be 8 ones, because 8 bits are allocated for each color. Like a color ekata bit at a time. So these 8 bits can be occupied maximum with ones, and if it is minimum, it is 0. This is to hexadecimal. We learned how to write 4 by 4. Binary to hexadecimal conversion we already learned. So it is 4 zeros, that is 0. Again 4 zeros, that is 0. Hexadecimal code is 0, 0. And the decimal equivalent is 0. Then for these 8 ones, hexadecimal equivalent is 1111 is 15, that is F. Again 1111 is 15, that is F. FF is the hexadecimal equivalent. FF is the hexadecimal equivalent to this. And the decimal equivalent is 255. You know how to get that. 1 plus 2 plus 4 plus 8 plus 16 plus 32 plus 64 plus 128. When you add all the numbers of the digits, you'll get 255. So the decimal minimum is 0, decimal maximum is 255. Hexadecimal minimum is 00, hexadecimal maximum is F. So let's create the colors now. All together, how many bits? So 8 red bits, 8 green bits, 8 blue bits, 8 plus 8 plus 8, 24 bits. Therefore, the number of colors will be 2 to the power 24, which is equivalent to, which is closer to the 16 million. So why? 2 to the power 10 is 1000, 2 to the power 20 is 1000 into 1000, which is 1 million. And another 4 is there, 1 million. Here 2 to the power 4 is 16, 16 into 1 million is 16 million colors. So that number of colors are there. Why? Because we can't name the colors. Can we name 16 million? Can we give 16 million names? Impossible, right? Blue, tikak blue, ita tikak blue, ita tikak blue, ita variable blue, blue and green, puddak, green, chuttak, variable blue. So likewise, can we name them? It's very, very difficult, right? It's very, very difficult to give 16 million names, but still you can try to give 16 million codes in mathematics. That is possible. Okay, let's try to do something to see the colors, but this is not related to today's lesson, but just to see the colors. Let's try to do small exercise. And to do that, I'm going to use HTML, and you can also do this with me. You can locally do this, or you can do this in the hosting account. Either way. So just create HTML page, close it. Then the head tag, please do this with me. Head tag, and then the title tag, and the title tag. That's right, testing colors. Then the body tag is there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use wonderful JavaScript for this. That is the easiest way of doing that, or you can use PHP even. So we will learn PHP, still we have not learned any PHP stuff. Right? You can, we didn't learn JavaScript even, but so I just want to show you this. That's why I'm using JavaScript. Script. Make igena ganna onna api colors tika test karannai make igena ganna. Hari? Script. So inside that I'm going to write document.write, right? And I'm going to write what? I'm going to write a tag that is a P tag inside the quotation, paragraph tag, then the paragraph closing tag, double quotation here and a plus mark here. And what I'm going to do, I'm going to introduce a variable k. Then I'm telling for k equal 1, k less than or equal to 99, k plus plus. So I'm going to use occupy the first, let's start from 10 to 99. All are having 2 digits, 10 to 99. 10, then this is moving from 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 up to 99. So what we are going to do here by writing this code, we are going to write 99 times, paragraphs 99 times, right? Wonderful. So let me include k here with str, sorry, K to string. Let's save this by putting a semicolon. Let me save this. So copy the same code. Just get the idea. Copy the same code, and I'm going to save this in my documents. Okay, I'm saving as colors.html. Done. Let's go to the documents. colors.html. Let's open that, and you can see. Okay, you can see 10 to 99, just numbers from 10 to 99. Nothing is there, but just numbers from 10 to 99. Okay, then I'll teach you how to include a color. So you have to innovatively edit this, right? I'll teach you how to add a color. You have to innovatively edit this to display 10 red colors, 10 green colors, 90 red colors, 90 green colors, and 90 blue colors. So I'm going to give you a support, right? You know how to give a font color. I'm including the font tag here. Font color equal inside the single quotation. Remember, inside the single quotation, I'm going to mention the color. For the moment, I'll give hash. Red is, let's say, 10 red, 50 green, 80 blue. Making 10 hexadecimal 10 for red, green 50, 80 for blue. So then I'm going to close the font tag here. Try to understand what's happening. The P tag is font tag. Inside the P tag, you have the font tag. Font tag has specific color number. So you can see this is red, green, blue. This is a color number. Then I'm adding to this K. K is changing from 10 to 99. Right? The font color is changing from, font color is same, right? I'm not changing the font color. I'm making the font color static. Therefore, you can see everything in the blue color. You can see everything in blue color. If you want to show something else also, let me add some what else? Okay, some asterisks. Then you can see here these asterisks are blue color asterisks. Okay, now what? You need to dynamically change this number. Okay, let me change. Let me change this 10. I need to change, right? Mata meka 10 indan 99 වෙනකන් change කරන්න. To do that, I'm going to stop the string from here, put in double quotation. එතකොට මෙතනින් පටන් ගන්න string එක text එක මෙතනින් නවතිනවා. එතකොට මේකට මම එකතු කරනවා. I'm going to add this K to string. K to string. Now I'm going to remove the K to string from here. මෙතනින් මම අයින් කරලා දානවා මේක. I have added font color K to string. Now what will happen? First time K is 10. 10, 50, 80. First color is 10, 50, 80. What is the next color? What is the next color, next round? In the second round, you know. Yes, first color is 10, 50, 80. Next color is?
11, 58.
Yes, 11, 50, 80. Next color is? 12, 50, 80.
58.
What is the last color?
99, 58.
99, 58. Okay. Now dynamically, this should change the color. You can see. Can you see that? Let me make it smaller. And you can see there is a color range. Only thing is because of the paragraph, you can see some space. Paragraph instead of paragraph, you can use break rule, right? BR. Break rule. Okay, now you can see the asterisks. Or you can use a horizontal ruler. HR. horizontal ruler. There is a horizontal ruler here. It's a tag which is not having closing tag. So you don't need this. Instead of that, you can use, it's very simple, HR self-close. Now it's horizontal rulers. You can see it's horizontal rulers, HR. And if you want to make the width the or size of HR is, let's say 5 pixels. Now you can see strings. But this is how, this is a bit disturbing. I know that. Maybe let's reduce the width also. Width is, let's put width as 200 and align to left. Okay. Now it's okay. So this is only by changing one color. Right? This is only by changing one color. Horizontal ruler. I have only changed one color, and you can see what's happening there. Control minus to make it smaller, right? Control minus to make it smaller. But you know that hexadecimal, I have not generated hexadecimal. I make a tricky video. Hexadecimal අපිට යන්න බෑනේ. Integer විතරයි යන්න පුළුවන්. පූර්ණ සංඛ්‍යා. ඒ කියන්නේ 199 මට මෙතන 100 එනකන් 100 150 දාන්නත් පුළුවන් 255 දාන්නත් පුළුවන්. But the problem here, when I put 255, so here it will change 255 5080, but it is invalid HTML, right? මොකද මේකේ එන්නේ hexadecimal code දෙකයිනේ, maximum is FF. Then you have to convert this to hexa and apply. Right? That is why I tricky way I just put 10 to 99. 10 is also 2 digits, right? 2 digits, and 99 is also 2 digits. You can't write but you can't write English letters or hexadecimal letters in loops. This is called a loop. Loop කියන්නේ ආය වෙන එක. This is repetition, repeating the same thing. So, but I can't write 0 to FF. It is not happening. I can only write numbers. Okay, can you try to mix up? So I have only changed the red portion, right? I have only changed the red portion. Can you try to change the green portion, blue portion, and apply this? So just give a try. So will be interesting. So just do this by changing the green portion and blue portion. I have only changed the red portion. So if it is 0, 0, for an example, if this is 0, 0, 0, 0, other colors are not presenting. So only reds are changing. You can see dark, very dark red to bright red. So only reds are changing because other colors are not there. Okay, can you do this for the greens and blues? Either together or any way. You can use this together. You can change red, green, blue, all three, or you can change them separately. So what you can do is you can copy and paste the code, right? So here the same, this code, this part you can copy and paste. No need to change the K. K is same. No need to change that. You can just copy and paste this one. And this is a tip. Copy and paste this bottom and do this. So give a try, Puti. I'll give you 5 minutes. Just give a try. If you are done, please tell me. Then I can, please send me the links in your hosting account. Then I can see this. This is just to test the colors. How colors are changing. Or you can write this without BR. You can write this. Just use font. So this is one way. This is another way. Font color. Font okay, size is 5 and no align, no width, nothing is there. So just using the font tag and then use some. Okay, let's use asterisk. Then use close the font tag. So now I'm not going to the next line, so it will be writing horizontally. This will be more convenient. You can see horizontally changing line. So this is easy. Otherwise, if it is vertically going, so it take more space. I'm only using asterisk. So there will be 90 asterisks, right? If you count, there will be 90 asterisks. Now this is simple. Try to do that. So any tag you can use. Like you have to enjoy the subject. So that is what I'm trying to give. You have to enjoy the subject. Code is okay, the logic is correct, but there are syntax errors. That's why I always ask you to practice this. So write this in the in HTML and test this, because like when you practice this, you will not get the errors. So what you have done is correct. Logically, what you have done, the things that you have done is correct. You just, but the thing is like you have nested that. Or nest කරලා කරලා තියෙන එකක් ඇතුලේ එකක් ඇතුලේ එකක්. Right. Okay. So let me show what she has done. She has done this kind of thing. So okay, and she has written the K, and inside the bracket she has mentioned another thing. So that is actually, this is happening now a lot of times when you do this. So without curly braces also you can apply the same thing. There's another variable, let's say J, and so this will give a lot of colors. Then 99 into 90 into 90 into 90 colors. Scenario, according to this, you'll get 90 into 90 into 90 colors, because you are writing this inside this, no, for let's say J equal 1 and J less than or equal to 99, and J plus plus J plus plus. When once you include this, what will happen? This is second loop. Once you include this 90 into 90, so this 90 will change, and inside that this will change. Sorry, 10 to 99. This will also change. Then K to string, and without this, and you have what you have done is J to string. K to string and plus J to string. Now you have only this one, red, green is there, then now blue is not there. So what will happen? You will write this. Once you write this, this will execute. The above loop will execute 90 times. Inside that, this will execute another 90 times. So this will be the result. You can see. So this will be the results. So it is 90 to 90 times, so we're not going down. So what you can do is, after the first pace, first spell, so another thing that you can do is go to the next line. So once this is done, I can recommend you do something like this, document.write, and go to the next line. Otherwise, this is not clear. That is why I asked you to do this practically. Your way is correct, but the thing is, right. Now you can see what has happened. Right, this will give 90 into 90. First, it will change greens, and you can see gradually this is becoming red. Gradually, this will becoming reddish. Red will be added gradually. So red and green, once red and green is added, it will create yellow color. That's why this kind of pattern will be visible in the string. So if you mention that, but this is not isolating the colors, this is actually combining the colors. So same way, if you want to combine another one, you have to use var. This is not what I expect anyway. Var, let's say jk, then let's say another variable x, and for x equal 10 and x less than or equal to 10, sorry, 99. And again, x is also plus plus. This is x variable, and inside that you can mention this. And after this line, you can go to the next line. So this is another one, and this will be 90 into 90 into 90. Right, 90 into 90 into 90, and instead of this, so what he is suggesting, she is suggesting x to string. Then all the colors will be changed, but the color combination will be one inside another. So which is nested, 90 into 90 into 90 times. So that is a lot of times. Theoretically, I think, okay, it's still running. So are we clear on this? X is 10 and x is changed. Okay. Document.write. This part is also okay. What went wrong then? K to string, J to string, X to string. X10, X less than equal to 99, X plus plus. Right. Nothing is visible there. Your page shows and oh. Something missing. Here actually class is missing. So coding is very important, otherwise you won't be able to identify this. And you can see once it is executed, it is executing 90 into 90 into 90 times. So that is why this website is still loading. It's very, very slow when you execute this because it will run multiple times and it will slow down the process. And actually how many executions will be there? If you calculate, just calculate. Let me use the calculator. You can see now only it's completed. How many executions? 90 into 90 executions, which is 7 lakhs. There will be 7 lakhs of colors. These are this. It's a very, very, very heavy page, right? So that is the theoretical execution of your code. It's heavy, too heavy. Therefore, you can see even we reduce the size. So it will take really big amount of time to, because this page is really, really, really heavy. Right, 7 lakhs asterisks in the page, 7 lakhs characters. Too heavy. Okay, you can see I have reduced the size. You can see the number of colors, color variants, etc. There will be 7 lakhs colors. That is not I expected. Okay, so then what? Then how we can do this? So this is too heavy. Don't do this. So your machine will stuck. So do it individually. I think that is the best way. Change the reds, greens, and change the blues. So it won't affect you much. Right? Change the reds, then change the greens, then change the individually, independently do that. That is basically, let's say this part is, the execution of this part. Okay, now you can see only, oh, that's error. I am not having the other 2 colors, only have X, so it's giving an error. Let's use, let's erase these 2 colors, 0, 0, 0, 0. Then this is on the blues. These are blue variants. And the next level, you can try the green variants and red variants. Same variable you can use, or you can just ignore the variable as it is already declared. So this is the simplest way of doing that. And let's erase the second color. Now I'm changing